G'day and welcome to this week's FriBaT, Friday Beers and Tools with Andy. Well, welcome back to the shed. It is a beautiful spring day here in Tasmania. The sun is shining. I won't say it's warm, but some of the rest of Australia is actually in a heat wave at the moment. So, but yeah, beautiful here in Tassie. Right, this week we have another new beer to try, and this is the New Dawn Brewing Pale Ale. Having a little bit of trouble actually finding where New Dawn is actually brewed. I think it's Queensland. It has won a few awards. It's won a bronze for its label and surface graphic best design in Australian International Beer Awards in 2023, and it also won bronze in Royal Queensland Beer Awards in 2022. So anyway, let's try the New Dawn Pale Ale. That's a really nice, refreshing pale ale. What do they have to say about it? Its appearance is golden straw with a very light haze, off-white foam. Aroma is medium-low, fresh green, herbaceous, melon and citrus hops. Clean fermentation character, some low sweet malt aroma. The mouthfeel is low to very low body, crisp and short body. Medium-low carbonation. Flavour is low, delicate, green, melon and herbaceous hop flavour. Crisp, clean, short finishing with low bitterness. Okay, that's what that says. What do I say? Well, definitely low bitterness. Very fresh, clean flavour. Very, very nice, easy drinking beer. And those of you that know me know that I'm partial to a pale ale. Herbaceous? Yeah, I don't know where they get some of these words from. A bit pretentious for me. I don't get anything herbaceous from it. There is sort of a little bit of very, very light fruitiness. I guess it's probably closer to a tropical, but it's still a really nice pale ale. Certainly not overdone like a lot of tropical beers are nowadays. Very easy drinking. Of course, coming out of not really beer weather in Tasmania, it's certainly getting much nicer days, and that would be very nice on a warm summer's day. Pretty damn good. It is 4.5% alcohol, so therefore this can is 1.2 standard drinks. It's available all around Australia at BWS. Like I said, I can't actually find out where it's made, but I'm pretty sure it's Queensland. Maybe it says on the can. Oh, 99% sugar-free. And doesn't tell me on the can either. Crafted and canned in Australia. Helpful. Exclusively for Pinnacle Drinks in Surrey Hills in New South Wales. Still doesn't tell me where it was brewed, but in Australia. That's good enough for me. Anyway, that's a nice drop. Righto, on my spanner scale. High taste, low carb. Yes, definitely. Organic hops. Yeah, interesting. Organic hops. On my spanner scale. There we go. How many beers have I had today? On my spanner scale, that is a solid 4.5 out of 5 for me. That's a very nice pale ale. Rightio. This week's tool is another Knipex tool made in Germany, and circuit pliers are one of those things in your tool case that you can battle around with, you know, a pair of long nose pliers and a screwdriver and whatever else, and circlips often go flying across the garage floor, never to be found again. And having a good set of circlip pliers specific to the type of circlip that you are working with is very handy. I have got a reasonable set of circlip pliers for these type of circlips, the tiny little holes in the end of them, and but they're only used up to a certain diameter, and usually reasonably small circlips. However, these type of circlips, which are known as horseshoe circlips, are very commonly used on things like Natasha, where there is a large circlip for drive shaft installation, CV joint installation, things like that. And the ones that I've got are okay, they do the job, but having a set specific to that type of circlip is safer and much better. And the big difference about these type of circlip pliers is that, and it's going to be quite hard for me to show on camera here, but they have these little flats on the side. Hopefully you can see that there. If you can't, I'll put a close-up picture of it over the top of this. And when using normal type circlip pliers with horseshoe type circlips, again, it's a bit hit and miss. Sometimes they end up going across the room or out the door and onto the gravel and never to be found again. And often they're a size of circlip that you don't carry in your stock. So having a specific set of circlip pliers for that job is particularly handy. These I purchased from Amazon, and like most of my Amazon purchase, I'll put a link down in the description below. These are the 45-21-200 circlip pliers, 200 indicating they are 200 millimeters long. And I purchased them on Amazon for $66. Actually, I got them on a deal with another set of Amazon Knipex pliers, and they came directly from Germany. Now, there's a number of resellers in Australia, and just to give you an indication, especially my American and other overseas friends, of how ripped off we are in Australia for tool prices, $66 to buy them outright on Amazon, delivered from Germany. A quick look online on Google tells me that Super Cheap Auto, and I'm going to name them here. This is one of our big cheap auto parts shops in Australia. They have them listed for $183. Super cheap, get real. Are you seriously trying to get into the decent tool market, but pricing them so that people go, ooh, they're very expensive, they must be very good? Well, they are very good, but they don't need to be $183. They can be $66. Another Australian online tool supplier called Toolmart Australia has them listed for $123. That's a little bit better, but still double the price of Amazon. Plus they charge you $14 delivery for a pair of pliers, which is ridiculous. A quick look on eBay in Australia, $108 with free delivery. We're getting closer to what they're actually worth, but still not. Amazon, you've got it all over the tool suppliers in Australia for quality tools like Knipex. Please keep doing that, because it's the way that I'm building and removing all of my cheap Chinese tools from my kit and replacing them with good quality tools. And I guess my son's probably going to benefit from that eventually. Yes, so $66 odd. I'll put a link in the description down below. What are my beer review standard, what are my beer ratings? That's the word I'm after. What are my beer ratings for the Knipex 45-21-200s? Well, if you're buying them from another tool supplier in Australia, that is a complete rip-off. Do not buy them from there. Buy them from Amazon and buy them from my link, because that helps me out and doesn't cost you any extra. So for value for money, $66 is still not cheap compared to the Chinese versions. However, these are Knipex, and as far as I'm concerned, Knipex, Klein, those type of tools are probably best in the world. And as you well know, I'm particularly impressed with Knipex. So for $66, I'm going to give them value for money rating of 3.5 beers out of 5. Yeah, 3.5 for functionality. And I have only pulled them out of the packet but I can tell straight away that the quality of the machining on the tool, again, the lack of movement in the handle, which is a Knipex thing compared to Chinese and other manufacturers. They tend to wobble around, and then of course you've got a misalignment of the tool nose. That makes them much more difficult to use. These are rock solid and really nicely machined. I have no doubt that they will make my circlip removal of horseshoe type circlips much easier. So therefore I'm going to give them a 5 out of 5 rating for functionality. I have no reason to doubt that. Being Knipex, they are a very quality tool. They do have a return spring in the middle too. I think you can see that there. So therefore they return to the closed position. Very nice. All right, that's it for this week's FriBaT. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like, share and subscribe. I'll do a quick run around the property and show you what spring in Tasmania looks like. Like I said, it's a stunning type of year. If you've never been to Tasmania, please come and visit during spring. Cool nights, beautiful clear days, still with the possibility of unsettled weather, but it's still a really nice time of year to visit. Certainly a beautiful part of the world. Anyway, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.